Where's Saudi Arabia? Trust me, I get annoyed when somebody tell them I'm from Saudi Arabia and they think I'm next to Australia. It's really not fun, or I'm in Africa. So we're going to talk about the location, what's around us, surrounded. We're going to go over some facts about Saudi Arabia as well. Then we're going to go over some facts about Saudi Arabia. Then we're going to go about the education system, a little bit of the culture, and if we got time, we're gonna do some pictures from different regions in Saudi Arabia to just explain why Saudis from different parts of the country are really act differently. So this is how we're gonna do it. So location of Saudi Arabia. This is the United States, okay, and this is over here Saudi Arabia. It's not in Africa. It's the last thing before Africa in Asia, and really in the middle of everything going on. If you've been watching the news. And thank God it's stable, but right over there, if you scroll down a little bit, this is more closer look about the country of Saudi Arabia. Of course, we have two sides of the country being bordered by water. So we have the Arabian Gulf, and yes, we call it the Arabian Gulf. Please don't insult me by saying anything else. And we have the Red Sea as well. I grew up in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, next to Mecca and Medina. We have the capital in the middle, it's called Riyadh. As you can see, we're next to Oman, Yemen, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, and Bahrain. And that's why we all look alike, and we act similarly, even though we're from different countries. Of course, we have Jordan and Iraq in the north, and there's Sudan over here. Sweet, great fact about Saudi Arabia. We have the flag of Saudi Arabia. It's green, and green symbol generosity and giving in our culture, and that's why our flag have the color green. In addition, we have the sword, which is sign of justice. We believe in justice, and the old Arab believed the sword was sign of justice, so that's why we have it in the flag as well. And we have La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, which represents the Islamic heritage of the country. Islam did start from Mecca, which is within the border of Saudi Arabia. Our country is 100% Muslim. We're going to go over that as well. And La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah means no God except Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, and this is the main pillar to become a Muslim in the first place. Then, on the side over here, we have our 6 kings that be coming for us. In the middle is King Abdulaziz, who founded the country and unified Saudi Arabia in one country. Then we have King Saud, Faisal. Okay. Is everybody hearing me? Okay, good. Then we have King Fahd and King Abdullah. Scroll down a little bit more. Disclosure picture. Keep going. And this is King Abdullah. He's the current king of Saudi Arabia. Trust me, I do love my king. He's awesome, and he's actually paid for my education session, right? Yeah, keep going. The population of Saudi Arabia. We have 27 million people in our country. 5 million, 0.5, almost are non-Saudis. But they work in Saudi Arabia. Our capital is Riyadh. And our religion is Islam, and we are 100% Muslim country. You cannot be a Saudi if you're not Muslim. Yeah, our language is Arabic, and yes, it's looking awesome, and it's close to Persian and Turkish, but it's not. It's Arabic, so we don't speak the same language. Our weekend are Thursdays and Fridays. So for my family back in Saudi Arabia, tomorrow is Saturday. It's a working day, even though I'm going to be like having fun tomorrow, sleeping in. It's Thursday and Friday, and we have fun with it. And the holiday for our religion is Friday, where we all go to the Friday prayer, and it's a religious holiday as well. Then the holidays of Saudi Arabia. Again, we're a Muslim country. The constitution is the Quran, so we only have 2 holidays, official holidays. It's Eid al-Fitr, which is the end of Ramadan, and Eid al-Adha, which is after Al-Hajj or pilgrimage. You can read about it in the back over there. We have 2 festivals though. Wait, we have the National Day, which is September 23rd, and we have a Janadriya as well, which is another festival that in our culture we celebrate. Saudi Arabia is divided into 13 different administration areas. I know United States 50 states. For us, we're not state, but we have a different administration areas. You can see number 8 and 9 is the biggest too, but trust me, they don't have that much. This over here is the empty quarter of Saudi Arabia. It's a desert. They have nothing except oil over there, except camels, which is fun. But it's pretty much, it's not a populated area, so that's explain why it's that big. And same thing with number 8, in addition that it's the capital. rental, which is a plain white stick as well. I'm personally from area number 5, and I think you're from 11. So we are like mainly west side of Saudi Arabia. Just to talk about the economy of Saudi Arabia, and trust me, I get sick of everybody thinking that I have like an oil well in my backyard and I have a refinery next to my garage. Trust me, that's not the case. In addition, yes, Saudi Arabia is the number 1 producer of oil in the world, but when you actually talk about facts and number, sorry? Okay, so going back again, we are the number 1 oil producer in the world, and we know that. But when we talk about real number, our GDP is 740 billion compared to the United States, which is 15.66 trillion. So you can make trillion, billion, still different numbers. Anyway, GDP per capita, which is the most important thing. A lot of people think the Saudis' income per person is really high, which is not true. GDP per capita is $25,700 versus the United States at $49,800. Yes, we don't have taxes, but even if you factor the taxes, which is I'm sure it's going to be like 35,000 for US versus Saudi Arabia. Unemployment rate is 10.7, and that's only males. If you include females who are trying to work, it could boost up to 25-30%. Versus it's 7.9 according to the January statistic of unemployment in the United States. However, our national debt has been under control. It's 12.9 versus 73.6, and I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for midnight for all the thing with the U.S. budget. From here, we're going to go to the education system, and let me show you.
First, for the education of big parts of the country, and most of the countries that are development has higher education. So, Saudi's madrasas and from grade of 1 to 12 grade, elementary and high school, and also middle school. And higher education, we have a 25 public university and 10 private university. And some of the students go to the private school because of university in Saudi Arabia, and they have a scholarship from the Minister of High School. And also we have the King Abdullah Scholarship Program, which me and Muhammad and most of the Saudis here are intended to have education in different countries, United States, Japan, worldwide. A culture, we have the most beautiful cities in the world, and it is an Islamic city. Mecca is the place where the Holy Mosque are there, and a square black building right there is called Al-Kaaba, which is for the Prophet Ibrahim building. And Muslims also, when they try to pray, they have to face the Mecca or the Kaaba. And here we have Medina is the Prophet city, and actually he died in the mosque of the Holy Mosque of Medina. So going through that verse, because if you look into Saudi Arabia, or for example, the people come from the Gulf, they have different style of dressing. For the men, this is called the thobe, and it comes in different colors. So Muhammad right here is wearing the thobe with colored in white. We actually wear it during the summertime, and I'm wearing similar to a green or something like that, or dark green. And when it goes to the winter, you wear a different color, so it gives you warm. And shima, Muhammad is wearing the shima. I'm wearing the gutra. So the gutra is the white one. And sandals, it's like when you wear in your feet. We're gonna have I think a picture of it, right? And mishlah or bisht, People wear that in the event when they have a wedding or big event, and we will have also a picture of that. For women, women wear abaya, which is black cover the whole body, and tarha, which is cover their heads. Alright, for the best or the mishlah, this is the best, and also it comes in different color, but most of the people wear a black and with a gold line up here. And for the sandals, this is actually really good, and it comes in different color, different also artists. As the women wear the abaya, they cover their body with it, and they could wear anything inside the abaya. And we have, this is like the typical women in Saudi Arabia, they cover their faces. And with the thing that they cover their faces is called burqa. And here's some of the modern abaya from some stylists. So for the food, we have the most beautiful food in the whole world. Believe me. Seriously, no. You're gonna taste it right now. So we have the traditional food that we call, we actually call rice and meat, and also we can eat chicken, beef, fish, anything. And also we have the Arabic coffee and some dates. This is when the people come to your house. You first serve with the qahwa and the dates, and then you will have to have a big dinner or a big stuff. And on the other side, we have a modern food. We have pizza hut, we have burgers, macros, and all that stuff, cappuccinos.
Sweet. So the best thing of this all that we get to experience our culture in food, and we get to have like the normal Western food all in the same day. I will give guys a meeting there for lunch, then I will go out for a nice dinner outside, and that's what we believe is making it the best cuisine in the world. We get to mix whatever we want from all over the world. And what's making us even more lucky, and when we started our culture slide, we put Mecca and Medina, Muslims from all over the world come to Saudi Arabia, especially the west side, and bring their cuisines with them. So we get to experience all of them together. We do keep our own cultural cuisine, but we also do adopt a lot of other wishes. For somebody who grew up over there, I believe it's awesome to get to taste food from all over the world. And just to go over pictures from from different regions in Saudi Arabia, we divided to almost 5 regions. This is the west side of Saudi Arabia, and you can see this is in the city of Jeddah, where we have what you can call it the Open Museum. You just drive in the street, and there's some local artists, some of them being bought when the city was being developed during the 70s and the 80s. You also see water fountains in Jeddah. This was a gift from the king to the city of Jeddah, especially that before him being the king, which is King Fahd, just the one before King Abdullah, decided to move the summer spot for the government from Taif to Jeddah, and he gifted this to the city of Jeddah. As you can see, we have beautiful beaches. We do have the holy lands as well, and we have some historic land, and they're the same tribe that built the Petra in Egypt. Some of their extension was in Saudi Arabia, and this is some of their some of their historic site as well, that they curved their own houses in the mountain, which is, I think is cool. If we go to the next slide. Okay, so central side, of course you can see camels, and as I explained in number 8, it was desert, so you see more of the camels, and you see some really beautiful scenes. We also have a lot of development. We have 2 skyscrapers in the city, and we have some really great architects. Yeah, thanks. In the city as well. So again, one of the cool stuff about living in that region is you get to experience the cultural stuff. You can go to Zuzur, which is like less than 10 miles away from your house, and go back to the city with a lot of development, technology, and modern day. Sweet. The east side. The east side, it's as we can see, we put the oil. Most of the oil do exist in the east side. And again, as we saw in earlier slides, mainly it's a desert area. We found some oil. Thank God. It's awesome. Make it useful a little bit. Just kidding. So yeah, we have beautiful beaches over there, and historically, people of that region, and now a lot of them, used to work in fishing. So they would go jump out of the boat with a big net and try to catch the fish themselves, which is weird for me, but that's how they do it. But again, after the development of finding the oil, a lot of oil companies moved in. There's a lot of immigration from different sides of the country to that region. And again, we still have some beautiful beaches next to it, but mainly people switch from working in fishing to working the oil industry or petrochemical industries. And the north side, which is you can see some alien weed stuff over here. I don't know what it's called, but it's really more green. We have more. We did have some snow this year. Unfortunately, 100 people died because of that. We're not prepared for it. It's too cold for us, and our houses is not made to keep the cold out, and we don't have heaters and stuff. But again, I thought it's beautiful to have some of these pictures out there and say, yeah, climate change is bringing some water to the desert, which is good, but it's really cold. But at the same time, you can see there's some forests over there. We do have seasonal rain over there, and making more of a farming area than the desert itself. If we go to the last region, which is the south, which is where he's from, and unfortunately I'm going to be talking about it. The cool thing about this area, they build around the mountains. Most of the houses are made of mud, and the reason why it's made of mud, because during the summer it's keep the heat out, but during the winter it's keep the heat in. It does not transfer the heat in around the house, which is really useful for them. Again, and explain a little bit about their culture as well, that they live in the mountain where more isolated area and how to transport versus Jeddah, which is one big city, and use of the port where a lot of international people coming in. So yeah. And that's supposed to conclude our presentation. If there's any questions? Also, what's up?
I don't know if you can hear me, but I really wanted to know the process of getting Abdullah scholarship, because a lot of people over here, they perceive that it's like really easy to get that. So could you walk me through the process of how hard it is, like what the process is to get that?
The process of the scholarship in Saudi Arabia, it's really simple. It's like an applying to a university. So if you have a high grade in high school, they can accept that. And some particular degrees they are looking for. So with the scholarship program start, they were two countries actually. They are open for the Saudi students, Germany and also the United States. And with the time, the scholarship program has been for 6 years, and they year after year they open universities. Also, they open countries you could go to, more fields to attend. Another question?
Yeah, just to elaborate a little bit about that. It is like a university, but of course, it makes sense if somebody's going to pay for you to be in a different country, pay for your tuition, and pay you for living there. I'm sure a lot of people would like to do so. So it's highly competitive. I compare like somebody going to go to Harvard versus going to a university in the middle of Omaha that I don't even know her name. So it is challenging. It is simple to process, but you need to work you need to work through high school. You need to get good grade in what equivalent to the SATs exactly salaries. Sweet. Any more questions before we end this? Seeing none. Sweet. Can we got some food? Yeah. You all are welcome to go and try some good Saudi food. Hopefully you enjoy the presentation.
Muhammad, I need to make an announcement. Guys, well, I just want to, okay, I think this is good. So I just wanted to thank this different group for organizing this activity. Just give them a big hand, first of all.
Thank you.